kind of skipped a session or two. So I mentioned yesterday that, sorry, go ahead and mute some people. So that you could go back and complete those pages. And I was going to remind you guys again today. So you guys have your workbooks at home, so you can always go through those lessons. So this week we were on lesson 2. And you can go through and complete those pages. Now, we personally, on my Nearpods, went through only session 1 on Wednesday. And then on your own, you guys completed pages 31 and 32. I wish I had a student version of the book. They're the, okay, yes, Amonte, just a second. They are the practice pages, so they're green pages that the kids do on their own, but it's following the same skills that we go over in the Nearpod. All right, so we are completing lesson 2 today. That was in the Nearpod. So we did session 5. Let me turn to it. So we should have all the way up to page 50. Page 50 in your workbooks completed. So we'll kind of go over some more of those questions today. All right, so this morning we didn't have some people get to share their show and tell. So I have Amonte who would like to share his show and tell, and no, I'm sorry, it was Jason. Jason had his show and tell to share with the class. Sorry, I was looking up here at Amonte. All right, Jason, go ahead. Tell us what you have and why you like it. Oh my goodness. You have your baby sister. Okay, why do you like her? She is cute. What is her name? Zoe. Zoe. Hi, Zoe. She is very cute. We have a Zoe in our class. Hey. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Jason, for sharing. Is that your only sibling? Yes. Awesome. I know a couple other students in our class who have really young siblings as well. So that is awesome. You might have something in common with some other kids when you get to school. You have little baby brothers or sisters. Awesome. All right. Taylor, can you please keep your hands? Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and start with a new skill that we will be looking at. So I'm going to flash you a card. Go ahead and get that out. All right, and I want you to think of what number it is. Okay, so here's a card. I want you just to think of what you see, keep it in your mind. All right, we'll have somebody share in just a second and we'll write down. All right, so there was our card. Let me get back to you. Okay, let's write down some different things that we see and list them on our board. What did you see on our card? All right, let's see. Allison, go ahead. Dots. Okay. How many, or I shouldn't, okay, what about the dots? They were black. Okay. There was 3 of them. Awesome. So Allison saw, whoops, I should have put 3 first. We'll just put black dots. 3. Okay. What else did we see in the picture? Somebody might have seen something different. All right. Clara? Well, I had another thing to show with
That's why I had my hand up.
Oh, okay. Well, let's stick to math so we can get going because it's already 10:55. All right. So did anybody see anything different in our card besides just 3 black dots? Let's look at it one more time. So if I turn it this way, I see 1 dot and 2 more. So we know that 1 and 2 makes 3. Okay? What if I turn my card this way? Now what do we see? Who wants to share what they see now? All right, Kelton?
It's 2 and 1.
Awesome. So we also see 2 and 1 makes 3. Perfect. Okay, now it doesn't matter. Sometimes we look at them differently, okay? And all of us might see something different. So now I'm going to show you a little bit more difficult card. And I want you to think of what you see in this card. All right. Give you guys a little bit of think time. All right, so now that we've been looking at that card, what things did we see on that card? Who would like to share? Carter?
6 and 1.
Awesome. So he saw 6 dots and 1 dot. Okay. Let's see. Who else would like to share what they saw? Allison. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
1 dot and 6 dots.
Okay. She saw 1 and 6. All right. Jason. What did you see in the card?
There was 6 dots and 1 more.
Okay, correct. We had 6 dots and 1 more. All right. Anybody else would like to share what they see? What if I hold the card this way? This kind of reminds me of what we're learning this week. All right, Amonte, would you like to share? One more time.
7.
Okay, he just sees 7 dots. Yes, okay. So I'm looking at this card and I see a double. Who else sees a double? What double do we see? Who would like to share with the class? Okay, but here?
3 and 3.
Awesome. We see 3 and 3, and then 1 more. Okay, whoops. Turn you guys over just a little bit. Okay, so we have different ways to show numbers. Okay, that's what I want you to see, that there are different ways to represent the same number. Up here we had 3 black dots and we could see it differently. Okay, same way here we could see it differently. All right, so our cards will continue to kind of do that activity to warm up our math brains. Let's go ahead and look at a story problem together. All right, so you can work this out in your dry erase boards if you need to, or you can maybe do it in your head and use your fingers. All right, let's read our story problem together. Jess has 5 fish. She gets 6 more fish. How many fish does Jess have in all? Okay, what is our question asking? We want to think about what is the question asking us first before we get to do anything. What are we trying to find out? Who can tell me the question? All right, Carter, go ahead.
11.
Okay, that is, okay, 11. But we want to know what the question is because we're not always going to be adding. So the question is, can anybody help him out? Allison?
6 plus 5, how many in all?
Okay, so she gave us numbers. The question says, how many fish in all? That's what she said. How many in all? So now we know that we are adding. Okay, we're going to put them all together. And Carter and Allison already saw the numbers. Jess had 5 fish and he got 6 more. Okay, that also is a word that we can remember when adding. If you get more, that means you're adding to the number. So if he has 5 fish and he's getting 6 more, how many does he have in all? Some of you already got that answer, which is great. Amonte, I'm going to need you to sit still, please, just like you would in class. Thank you. All right, so before we get the answer, could we solve this using a double? What double could we use to solve this question? So show me your hands. 5 plus what? Plus 1. A lot of you already know this from our video. 5 plus 5, right? We all should know 5 plus 5 by now. So that is one of our doubles. Awesome. I saw all of your guys' hands. Good job. So we can break apart our 6 into a 5 and a 1 so we can quickly add these together. So we already know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. What's 1 more than 10? Who can give me that answer? What is 1 more than 10? But here?
40. 11.
11. Awesome. And Carter gave that to us really early on. He already knew 5 plus 6. Maybe he could solve that quicker than doing your doubles, which is fine. But when we get into these bigger numbers, we want to be able to see patterns. Okay? If I see, a bigger number, I want to see, well, I know the doubles to that, or that you can solve it by doing a plus 1. All right, so yes, 5 plus 6 equals 11. Let's go ahead and do a couple questions on your own. So let me go ahead and erase this. I like giving everybody who's here on the live a question to work out and solve on their own. So let's start from, we'll go backwards today. Taylor, can you work out 8 plus 3? All right, Kelton, can you work out 7 plus 7? That here? Let's work out 10 plus 4. Jason, can you work out 6 plus 7? We have Clara, then Carter. All right, Clara, can you work out 11 plus 5? And Carter, will have you work out 9 plus 7. Let's see, we got 2 more. Amonte and Allison. All right, Amonte, can you work out 6 plus 9? And Allison, let's do 11 plus, what did I not do? 9. Scoot this back just a little bit so we can all see, make sure that our recorded, this up just a little bit. All right, sorry that kind of got a little sloppy towards the end. I was trying to quickly write everybody's names. Awesome, so we already have some people solving their question. So I'm only going to take a few who want to explain how they got their answer. Remember, I want you to read your number sentence. 8 plus 3 equals, okay, that's your number sentence. And then tell me how you got it, okay? How did you get there? What strategy did you use? All right, who's ready to share? Kelton, go ahead.
My fingers.
Okay, read your number sentence to us.
7 plus 7 is 15.
All right. Now, you said you used your fingers. How did you use your fingers? Because I don't think I have 15 fingers.
I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and then another 7, and then I counted on my other hand again, and then I counted, and then I got to 15.
Okay, thank you, Kelton. Yes, so when numbers get that big, we don't have enough hands, and then you have 7, and then you try to count 7 more. It can kind of get confusing. So one strategy we like to do is, if you're going to count on your fingers, put that first number in your head. Kelton, we know we have 7. Okay, so I don't have to use my fingers. And now let's count up 7 more. All right, everybody do this together. We already have 7 in our head. And now we're adding 7 more. So let's start with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we counted up 7 more. What was our number, Kelton? Say it one more time.
14.
14. So let's go ahead and change that number right there. Okay, we have 14. 7 plus 7 equals 14, and that's great. We're going to learn these higher doubles next week. We only went up to 10 this week, and we'll go up to 20 next week. All right, great job, Kelton. Thank you for sharing. And that here is ready to share. Go ahead.
10 plus 4 equals 14.
Great. Awesome. So your question equals 14 also. So we have 2 different ways to make 14. 7 plus 7 and 10 plus 4. All right. Thank you, Red here. All right. Clara's ready. Go ahead.
11 plus 5 equals 16. I knew it already, but I put it on my number bond and played my little game to make sure I was right.
Awesome. So she used her number bond, which is great. All right, to kind of outline your question. Thank you, Clara. Anybody else ready to share their question? Jason, you didn't want to work yours out? 6 plus 7? Okay. That's all right. So those of you who still had questions, maybe you can continue to work them out. You don't always have to share. That's okay, because we don't always have enough time for all of them. All right. I'm going to go ahead and announce that today for our social studies, you do not have anything in there because I would like to do another live. So at 11:45, we're going to read a book called I See Fall for our social studies. It'll be a short, quick video. at 11:45. So if you want to hop on another live video at 11:45, that would be great. We're trying to add in some more lives because we're going to have to. Next week will be our lives will be a little bit longer. I do want to remind you that your sound test for science is in your Friday journal or in your Friday course. So you need to make sure that you complete your sound assessment and your phonics assessment today. I only had 3 people submit their Seesaw phonics. Thank you for those who completed it. All right, I keep checking them so we can get the grades in. And then your science. So the questions are read to you for science, but if a parent or somebody near you can help you read those questions, that is fine. That would be great because science has a lot of big words and sometimes you need somebody to help you. All right, so if we don't have any other questions, go ahead and hop on and do that science assessment. Get a little snack break or go do your PE course real quick, and then I'll see you guys at 11:45 for social studies. We're going to read a fun story. All right. Yes.